Let's Live in Universe. It's Xander.
And Ray.
And oh my goodness, for the first time in almost a full year now, it's finally happening again. Xander versus Ray for the predictions title.
Yay. And now we're doing it at day one. A card that's underbooked. I don't know what they're going to do. This company is screwed.
Yeah.
Guys, they're stopping testing. Someone might die. Get ready for that, guys.
Hey, can't test positive if you don't test.
I'm being very real about that. Someone might die.
Anyways, welcome to Day 1 Predictions. If you've never seen an LS11 Predictions video before, Ray is the current Predictions champion. I don't know where the belt is. I'm very scared for her safety. But Ray is the current champion.
Pablo has it right now. I use it as collateral. I get paid later today. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Goldie, I'm going to come save you. But the way this is going to work is since Ray is the champion, he's going to get to predict the first match, which is any of these matches of his choosing. And we use a rule that is now called the Carver Rule. And that rule comes out from Bradley, and who is my uncle, which is why it's the Carver Rule, because we share a last name. And I could not and never could have different predictions on a pay-per-view. We always predict the exact same card. So we changed the rule to where everyone has different, in a two-person predictions match, everyone has different predictions.
All right.
So, since Ray is champion, he gets to pick from any of these 7 matches and tell me who he wants to represent him.
I'm going to go ahead and secure a point for me in a thing that I'm pretty sure is happening, which is I think Drew McIntyre is going to win.
Yeah, that's the given one right there.
Yeah.
Drew beating Madcap is the given one.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Madcap must lose to Drew McIntyre. That is a guaranteed point, I think, in my book.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there.
Because any of these matches, because of how this company has been recently, I don't doubt anything anymore. Even if Madcap Moss somehow wins, I won't be that surprised, to be honest with you. I'll just feel more disappointed.
I get that. Which that then moves it to me. And see, it's weird. This is the hardest WWE card for me to predict in a long time.
Yeah, because I could, honestly, I was about to say, I'm going with Reigns. Because, just reflexively, for, over a year now, the guaranteed point has been Roman Reigns.
Right.
But now with the Lesnar situation, but also apparently Paul Heyman's done on television, so I'm just like, what's happening?
Okay, so the way that the WWE title match is going to work.
Which, if Paul Heyman is off television and out of the company, see you in AEW, Paul.
So the way that the WWE Championship match is going to work is because there's an odd number of matches. If we each only picked one person and then one of the other 2 people won, that would pretty much guarantee a tie. So since I'm picking first for this one, I'll pick someone, Ray picks someone, I pick someone, and then Ray gets whoever's left. So I'm going to go ahead and take Big E first because I think Big E is probably the best choice when it comes to who should win.
I agree. Okay. I'm going to take Owens.
All right. You know what? Him just now re-signing with the company, I kind of could see it.
Yeah, that was my reasoning too. I was like, well, they just re-signed. They probably want to show they had some goodwill towards him. He's reliable. They can put the belt on him. They've done it before. Rollins is a maybe. Bobby.
I'm actually going Bobby.
Bobby, to me, is they could still put the belt on him. Don't get me wrong. But Bobby, to me, I don't know if he's a face or a heel anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. I think they're trying to make him seem like he's a face.
And then they
And
have
as
him do
much,
heel stuff with Hurt Business, so
well, the Hurt Business isn't even a thing anymore. It's just him and MVP. And I don't know. It's so weird how they're handling it. It's so, like, just poorly booked is the best way to put it. It's not good. But I've got
yeah.
Big E and Bobby. Ray has Seth and Owens. So, Ray, what match do you want
What
next?
implies they planned ahead.
That is true.
Which they're probably writing TV like 2 hours beforehand nowadays.
Yeah, which I mean, Seth Rollins is currently at home, having tested positive about a week ago.
Yeah.
So if he misses the show and if he misses the show and it just becomes a triple threat, we'll just remove Bobby from my point because that'd be unfair to have me represent like two people.
According to the news and everything, Wrestle Talk, not sure how reliable they are anymore. Everyone who's announced on the show is going to be there.
All right. Well, if Seth's not on it and they just make it a triple threat, it'll just be you have Owens, I have Big E. If they add someone to replace Seth, then you will get that person. I think that's a fair way to go about it.
All right.
All right. So what match do you want next, champ?
I'm taking Becky.
You know what? I'm okay with that. That actually gives me who I wanted. I think Liv might win.
You think they're finally gonna pull the trigger on this?
I think they've teased it so much that they'd be stupid not to. Granted, this is WWE, but
yeah, this is WWE with Nick Khan at the head of it.
That's true.
We're in a dark time, Xander.
Oh, I'm aware. Ray, with the thing that I'm announcing, there's a big LS11 Universe announcement coming at day one. Trust me, I know how bad things are getting. All right. So I'm going to take.
It feels like Triple H. It feels like Triple H is just kind of letting Vince McMahon do what he wants. Now I know he had a heart condition, but even before then, it felt like he was just giving in to what Vince wanted.
So I think I'm going to take what.
And I'm just going to say this: it feels like Triple H is Anakin Skywalker, where Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay. So I'm going to take what should be a guaranteed point. I'm going to take Edge to beat The Miz.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
And so there is a reason. I'm taking Edge because I know
it wasn't a wedding, Edge. It was a renewal of vows, not the same thing.
Like, I know there's a lot of rumors that they're going to do Edge and Beth versus Miz and Maurice, but I think knowing how WWE books stuff, Edge could still win, and that match will still happen because Miz is like, "Oh, you didn't beat me and my wife," or something.
No.
Oh, there went my webcam. Hang on.
I say again, no. It's a terrible idea.
All right, so what match do you want next?
That's a terrible idea, and they're a terrible person. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. Reigns over Lesnar.
You know, I think you're right. I do think you're right.
I think they're saving. But then again, there has been reports that want to turn Reigns face. So if they go ahead and put the title on Brock, they may be trying to turn him face so he can get a face win at Mania.
Maybe so. I don't know. Turning Roman face as the tribal chief would be a bad idea. But, you know, what do we know?
And as we've established, this is dark time.
So it comes down to these last two matches, and I don't know for either of them. Because here's my thing, and this is going to give some spoilers away because there is going to be a How Xander would book the 2022 Royal Rumble video coming. I think Xavier Woods might win the Royal Rumble. So I don't know if they're going to put the belts on him and Kofi. But I also think we're getting very close to the RK Bro breakup because I think that's a Mania match.
But you don't think they'd save it till the Rumble to pull the trigger?
See, that's my thing. They could always take the belts off RK Bro now,
and then have them lose a rematch at the Rumble.
And that's where Randy turns.
Yeah. Huh.
This is tough.
I could see them going either way. I could also see them putting the belts on Xavier Woods and Kofi, having them lose at the Rumble, and then having Kofi just turn heel for some reason.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take the Street Profits.
All right.
That might cost me the title. It very well might. But I'm going to take the Street Profits, and I'm going to stand by it. I think the build to the RK Bro breakup is coming.
So I had a great analogy because, as you know, WrestleMania, like the real WrestleMania ticket sales are really low.
Almost like there's a worldwide pandemic going on.
No, like Xander. I think now they're selling 2 for $4.
Wow. Hey Ray, you want to go to Texas? I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. It's a terrible.
No, I do not want to go to Texas, Xander. Why would I want to go to Texas? I'm not going to Texas till Matthew McConaughey's in charge of it.
Okay.
Then I will go to Texas happily.
Okay, so New Day or the Usos? Who do you have?
You gave me the real tough one here.
I did. They were both tough, in all honesty, though.
Because, like, I could see them going ahead, keeping all the gold on the bloodline. I could see Lesnar winning and Reigns turning face for a Rumble match, for a Mania match. I honestly could.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is WWE and I don't doubt them anymore.
Yeah.
This is a disappointing relationship where I'm just not surprised anymore.
Yeah.
It's sad. Anyway.
Yeah, at this point we're just using WWE to get further in our YouTube careers.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate this company. Anyway, on to this match that all right, Usos.
All right, you know what? If you put a gun to my head and said you have to pick one, that's who I would have gone with. Because I don't know. Especially because I think New Day's been beating them on TV over and over and over, which, as we've seen, doesn't matter. But
yeah, Xander, that hasn't mattered in years. That hasn't wins and losses haven't mattered in a decade.
Yeah. And the worst part is, Sami Zayn won that gauntlet match last week on SmackDown to get an Intercontinental title match. It's like, so you're saying we could have Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title on pay-per-view. But with this company, I don't have any faith in them to not screw it up.
I don't think they want to give them 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Even though, I'm sorry, not a lot of these guys are able to wrestle decent matches for 20 minutes. I mean, a lot of them are, but a lot of the, singles guys are relying on cannot.
Yeah.
Miz, I'm sorry, he hasn't had a Broadway in years. His last true Broadway was like 5 years ago.
I believe it was 2018 against Seth Rollins at Backlash.
Oh yeah, it was a great match.
That was fantastic. I think that might be one of Miz's best matches.
I forgot about that one. I was thinking his work with Dolph for the Intercontinental title.
Those were good too. These predictions are just sad, by the way.
Yeah. Rollins can do it, but I'm not sure they're going to let him.
Yeah,
Reigns is good as long as he has a really good dance partner, which Lesnar could be a really good dance partner for him, since Brock Lesnar is actually a really good wrestler when he cares, which he hasn't in years.
he's been caring lately.
So hopefully, maybe we'll get that. But I don't know. I don't know. I think you easily could have added Sami Zayn and Shinsuke to this 3.5 hour probably card.
Don't remind me that that's how I'm spending my New Year's Day. I'm in a relationship and getting ready to propose to my girlfriend. I'm spending New Year's alone. She's across the country right now.
I'm spending New Year's at my job like I did Christmas Day, getting madder and madder at the crackheads with no families coming in asking me for pizza.
Oof. I have pizza in my
That's a
fridge.
joke, guys.
I have pizza in my fridge. I'm considering making that for breakfast.
Just because she's across the country, Xander, doesn't mean you have to go full bachelor again.
I also have to work on the trailer for our big announcement that's coming this weekend.
But yeah, stay tuned for the big announcement.
You know what? I will give one hint about the big announcement.
Uh-huh.
If you think you've guessed what it is, you probably have.
Why are you giving all these hints all the time, Xander?
Because I like giving hints.
I'm giving obvious hints.
Well, that's going to do it for predictions. Ray, how confident are you that you're going to retain in our first predictions bout against one another in a very long
Not
time?
very, honestly.
Yeah, you think you might be seeing me on January 2nd?
I'm not sure you can come up that day. It's my dad and my cousin's birthday who's going to be visiting.
Oof. Yeah. I mean, if I'm coming to redacted area of the state anyway, and you're home, I might pop by to pick it up, but
Yeah, and this poster, I got you.
yeah, Ray got me a nice poster for Christmas.
Black Cat, his girlfriend's favorite.
Yep. So he really more got the present for her, but it's going in my apartment. I'm kidding.
You also enjoy Black Cat.
I love Black Cat. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. Pretty much has been since I was a kid.
That PS1 game.
I played it on GameCube, actually. Spider-Man 2 on GameCube.
Nice.
I actually am trying to track down the PS1 Spider-Man games because they play on PS2, and I've got a PS2.
Yeah, aren't they hard to find? Well, no, they're not. If you can get them on ROM, you can run them to emulators with ROM.
I know. I don't like playing emulators in my free time because I don't like sitting at my computer in my free time anymore. I really don't.
You can make emulation stations for like $40.
I know.
Well, I know a present I'm getting Xander for his birthday.
Oh boy. All right. Well, these predictions.
PS1. Oh, the PS1 level Black Cats you can imagine.
Oh man, Madcap Moss is not going to carry me to victory, but
honestly, I think you could get Lesnar. I think you could get New Day. I think you could get Street Profits.
I think I could get Liv as well. With the exception of Madcap, I think I could get any of these.
Yeah.
And even then,
this company
could be like, imagine the heat.
I think that's what Vince was thinking when he said, I like firing people earlier this month. So, you know.
Well, with that said,
Xander, I literally turned on my TV, went to like the cable like subscription service we have here, turned on Raw, and it was that segment that started immediately. So I sat and that played, and I immediately turned it off. That's all I saw of that episode.
Oh man. But yeah. So with that said, this should probably be going out tomorrow, because so long as this person finally pays for their items they just bought on eBay, I'll have money coming in this week, which means I can buy the items in my Steam cart. Because for those that don't know, Steam is having their winter sale right now. And my shopping cart should normally be about $300. It is $80. And it gives me all 3 BioShock games, both the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes with all the DLC, and Resident Evil Village and all of its DLC for $80 altogether.
That Biohazard game, like your brother was playing, was freaking me out.
Wait, when you like the very first weekend you ever came over?
It was like the second one.
Where it was me, you, him, and my cousin?
Yeah.
That was Resident Evil.
No, I said that Resident Evil Biohazard.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the Resident Evil part. I was making sure we knew we were talking about the same thing here.
No, I know that's Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7, I believe, is what that one was.
Yeah. I think the full name is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Probably. But yeah, when I get these Resident Evil games, maybe I'll play them on the other Xander LS11 channel. I have some videos I want to record for that.
Stream them on Twitch.
I don't really have the Wi-Fi to do that right now.
Oh,
we're looking into upgrading.
So I bought one video game.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Avengers for $20, and I did get the edition. I do have the Hawkeye DLC, and then I have a few of the other DLCs. I don't have the Spider-Man DLC.
Is it free on PS4?
Is it? I'll check again, but if it is, I'll download it. But I'm playing this game, and I'm just like, sweet Christ, I'm only getting Iron Man, and I'm like, this is repetitive.
I beat the game at least.
I feel like I have to because I spent the money.
You didn't pay full price for it. I did. I bought it release week.
I know you did, buddy, and you put way too much faith in that. And
their
use of licensed music and like all those like weird comedic moments, I was like, wow, you're really trying to be like the MCU.
Yeah.
Which the MCU annoys me with how much they do that.
Well, I've just realized we're turning this into the LS11 podcast, so
yeah, on the Breathing Nerdum channel, which we're making content for, I can finally edit again.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean you're going to edit my videos for me for that channel?
I mean, maybe.
All right.
I don't want my reaction recorded to that.
So, with all that said, thank you all for watching this predictions video. I will see you all, tonight for ARW, because I'm going to try and put this out on Thursday. I might have to go to my father's to upload it.
And then we'll see you tonight for NXT, but that will be tomorrow for you when you're watching this tomorrow.
Yeah, yesterday for you guys. And then I will see you all on Saturday, where I will go solo for the live reactions today. One, I could not guarantee you my hair is going to still be intact by the end of it. I might pull it all out watching that show. But with all that said...
Okay, I'm going to, if you wear your hat backwards, Xander.
No, I do it that way so that it pulls the hair back as I spin it.
Okay.
Yeah. I got very close to shaving my head the other night. Anyways, with all that said, thank you all for watching. I've been Xander.
I've been Ray.
And those were predictions.